Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler, and here I am playing Injustice 2 on the Xbox One X Enhanced. This game supports 4K and HDR, and I'm playing it on BENQ HT-2550. And I have to tell you guys, I'm totally blown away by clarity and detail. I had to move 7 feet to 8 feet back from the screen because my camera, if I come closer to it, will not be able to depict everything. Let me show you some of the features that are available here. On this, I like this remote, by the way. It does lit up. It's all orange and red. It looks reddish, but it's orange and red. It's really good. It lights up. You get to see every button here that's implemented. And one of the features that I like about this BENQ HT-2550 is the fact that you can pretty much adjust everything. Here, let me get a little bit closer. From the brightness to the contrast to the color to the sharpness, it has all of the features necessary for you to get the best possible 4K picture. And I gotta tell you guys, this is truly remarkable. It will be difficult for you to see the HDR here, but you'll just have to trust me. The detail on this HDR projection, it's top notch. These are one of the best deep dark levels I have seen on a projector, and definitely one of the best color representation I have seen on projector. You will not find a better color representation than on this BENQ. It blew me away. And remember, I said earlier today, I said on a 65 inch and even on a 70 to 75 inch, it's going to be good for 4K, obviously. But when you move it up to 188, 120, that's when you truly get to appreciate every pixel here. I mean, let me get a little bit closer. I mean, I see everything here, dude. I see every pixel that you can possibly imagine here. It's really hard to do this because, I'm trying to not block my screen here. The detail is truly astonishing. Guys, you'll just have to take my word for it. This is pretty mind-boggling for a projector. For a projector that's $1,500, and you get this cinema color reproduction, Rec 709, and you get, that's a color gamut, Rec 709, and then you get this pixel shifter that each pixel gets implemented here on this resolution. It's truly remarkable. In terms of input lag, there's no input lag, man. It's smooth as a butter, as I like to call it. Now, if you see those lines, like the red, blue, yellow, and green, I see that through camera because that's DLP. That's spinning. DLPs usually has a motor that spins on the lens, and that's why you're seeing this color. But you will not see that in person. You will only see that through camera when you're recording it. I mean, the detail is just the HDR and 8.3 million pixels is just remarkable. Let me get a little bit closer. Maybe I can get a little bit closer here. Hold on. Let me see how close I can get, man. I mean, this thing here that's flying, it's almost like it's popping out of the wall. It's almost like three-dimensional. It is I'm sorry, but I'm just kind of blown away. I just can't believe that the projectors have come this far. They come a long way with the color reproduction. And look, my first impressions are, as you can hear it on my voice, I'm pretty excited. My first impressions are pretty cool. This is a really good looking 4K projector. And the best way for you to experience every little tiny pixel, it's on a big giant screen, 120 inch, in this case 188 inch. Now people ask me all the time, how do you get 188 inch? Well, you have to be in a room that has a lot of length. You would need at least 10 to 12 feet. If you have 12 feet in length, then from the wall, that's 12 feet from the wall, then you would be able to project that 188 inch. And when you're projecting a 4K on a 188 inch, my friend, now you're talking a real deal detail that you should see with 8.3 million pixels. That's intended for you to see, pretty much. All right, now we're gonna try Destiny 2 and look at the color representation in native 4K HDR here. Look at the aurora lights here on the planet. Look, for 150 bucks, I mean 1500 bucks, I'm sorry. I wish it was 150. For 1500, for $1,500, guys, I'm already blown away by this projector. And now you understand why you would, this is why I would rather buy a projector that's 188 inches than a 75 inch or even 88 inch 4K TV, because you're truly going to appreciate those 8.3 million pixels on a big giant canvas. And this is a big giant canvas. We're talking 188 inches here. It goes all the way to the freaking ceiling. I'm like 12 feet away from this thing. Why am I 12 feet away? So that way you guys can see the entire thing. There's a ceiling right there. See, it's hitting the freaking ceiling. 188 inches. It's pretty freaking large. Okay, and watching something in 8.3 million pixels, native 4K with HDR on 188 inches, that's how you should watch that to begin with. All right, let's do a little bit of this. Let's do a little bit of gameplay here. Let's open Director. I brought my camera purposely really close to my wall and just look at this detail here, man. Native 4K HDR. Truly remarkable, man. You know, my camera is really having a hard time to depict this, but you'll just have to take my word for it. This looks simply amazing. No input lag, nothing. Well, what can I tell you guys? You know, native 4K on a projector with HDR, you truly appreciate the level of detail. You know, but what's so cool about this one is they're giving you the ability to adjust the sharpness, to adjust the color. Sharpness is at 10, but I can move it down a little bit if I want. Okay. Let me see what's the maximum sharpness. Okay, so it's 15, 9, 8. So it's 7 basically. I'll leave it at 7. So 7 and Actually, it's 8. My bad. I'm sorry. So I'll leave it in the middle right here. I was just counting to see what would be the appropriate sharpness here. So I'll leave a sharpness at 5. Color at 55. That's fine. Leave the color at 55. Contrast, brightness. I'll leave the brightness at 50. Let's go to the advanced HDR brightness. You can adjust the HDR brightness. How much of the brightness would you like? To +1 or +2. So you have that ability. Now, if you bring it to +1, it becomes brighter. But sometimes, I don't know if that's totally necessary. If you want that kind of brightness, I would just keep it at 0. Keep it at balanced. Keep it at 0. That's what I would do. Keep the HDR brightness at 0. You have color temperature. Right now it's on cool. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep it on... hold on. I want to see what they have first. Warm. Normal. I'm going to keep it on normal. That's where I'm going to leave it on. But you can do this offset of color, RGB, by yourself if you have a good calibrating equipment. You even have the color management here. Okay, so you got so many options here in BENQ. Color gamut, automatic. You can put it to BT 2020. This is the recommended one, BT 2020. So I left it on BT 2020. And that's the best possible white color gamut, BT 2020. Or you can leave it at 709, but you see you lose that color. When you keep it on 2020, you get full white color gamut. Look, you get the full white color gamut with 2020. So keep it at 2020. You got Cinema Master, color enhancer. I left it at 4. Maybe I can keep it a little bit higher. Pixel enhancers you have. If you need to enhance your pixel enhancer, I keep it at 7. Keep it at 7. Okay, let's try some other games as well. This looks really astonishing, man. I'm really impressed with this projector. You guys have no idea. My camera here is not doing it justice. You really have to be in person just to appreciate how beautiful this is. Alright, so here is the NBA 2K18, and this looks phenomenal, man. My camera here is honestly not doing it justice in terms of like how beautifully this looks on the projector. The HDR, the color, everything pops, man. Big time. You know, this is really amazing, man. Playing NBA 2K17 on a big giant canvas with 8.3 million pixels in HDR is truly remarkable. Now, if you see those lines, you know, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just the way the DLP is. DLP technology reproduces that, you know. There's not much I can do about that. But you'll just have to trust me that this looks amazing, man. All right, this is pretty outstanding, the way it looks on big giant projector. I mean, just the amount of detail that I'm seeing here, it's really remarkable. And remember, I'm not doing this video to convince you through camera. I know I cannot convince you through camera. This is something you have to see in person, but you'll just have to take my word for it that when you buy this projector and when you put it on the wall, on a painted wall or a good screen projector, you're definitely going to appreciate just the level of detail, the level of color, the level of white color gamut on HDR. It's like night and day, man. Especially if you're going to be running it on 120 inch or 188 inch in this case. It's really remarkable. It's really good, man. Here, I even clicked on an instant replay so you guys can see a little bit better. And the amount of detail is truly astonishing here, man. Let me tell you something. If I wasn't impressed with this projector, I would have told you right away. Okay, I would have said, okay, you know, this is not worth it. Don't bother with this. But trust me. Oh, they're gonna kiss each other. What's going on over here? Uh-oh. But I'm really, I'm totally stoked about how beautiful this projector is. Not just the detail, but the color and sharpness that pops here. It's truly amazing. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Oh, come on. You almost forget that it's a projector. It looks so sharp. It looks so colorful. You almost think it's like a big giant 188 inch TV or something, you know. It really looks that great. So there you have it, guys. I tested some games here. I will test more stuff on here. I will test PlayStation 4 Pro. This is just my second video right now testing some of the Xbox One X enhanced games, and I gotta tell you, it looks pretty outstanding. I mean, I'm very impressed here to what I'm seeing. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Here, maybe I can show you a little bit more here. Hold on. Oh, if I made that shot, that would be crazy. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. There will be more videos coming on this 4K projector. Alright, guys, have a good one.